Dear viewers, my name is Atem Sijen, and today I'm quite happy. As we have seen in the first few hours, we have been receiving our basketball national team back to the country after a very successful, competition in Tunisia, and topping the list of the teams as we come back for the break is quite interesting. And I would like to say some few things today before, you know, the day pass by. One of them is the fact that we are very proud and we are happy that our national team is putting our flag on the global map and changing narrative, because we know very well that South Sudanese have been known for negative things, one of which is conflict that we've been struggling with for the last few years. And having this bad narrative that is being preached outside there, which of course is not anybody's blame, but also we have a share in it, has been a challenge. And each and every South Sudanese should take it up upon him or herself to make sure you change the narrative in your own way. All our small efforts, if we bring them together, it will create a big impact in this country. So first of all, I would like to say thank you so much to our team, all our players, our coaching team, our management team. We would like to say thank you for lifting our flag high in this tournament, and also for starting a different positive, narrative about South Sudan, which is quite interesting. So allow me to say this, we have focused much on the national basketball team and forgetting that there are also other sport events that we need to support. And the fact that our government officials turn up voluntarily in this tournament is a good chance for us to tell them or to remind them that apart from seeing this national team that is doing very good, if not because of the efforts of people like Luoldeng, it wouldn't have been where it is right now, and they wouldn't have gone to Tunisia to attend that very great event of the tournament. So we need to remind our government that there's need for the government to put up effort to support all the sporting events in the country, not only basketball. We also have our national kickboxing team that is being led by one of our South Sudanese Canadian who is doing very great. It's called Okelo. Okelo has put in a lot of effort when it comes to kickboxing in South Sudan, and he has been struggling. I met him some few months ago, even last month, I believe, and they are organizing a tournament in Egypt, and they're going to be, participating in one of the kickboxing events in Egypt. And Okelo is doing it by himself with no support from anybody. So our government need to look at some of these events that will come back as a pride to the country, not only those sporting men and women who are participating, but the whole country. Like if you can see now the basketball team, each one of us is so proud of it. Even those who have not contributed, like myself and the rest outside there, we are very proud of this team. So we need our government to take it up and make sure we support our sports. And this needs a lot of things. One, it needs sporting facilities. In South Sudan, I'm not quite aware that we have a very good sporting facility where sportmen and women could go and train and earn some skills in terms of the different, sports. So we need to invest a lot in sporting facilities in South Sudan. The second thing we need to look at is to, through the Ministry of Youth and Sport, we need to support skills. We need to support financially, because if you see these tournaments that happen in the region and globally, they need finances to happen. When I talked to Coach Okelo, I was surprised that only well-wishers turn up to support the team that is going to Egypt by this coming month, September, to participate in a kickboxing event. And government had not put in anything to support that event. So I would like to call out our government, our Ministry of Youth and Sport, and also to call out Mama Rebecca, who is also managing the cluster, to see into these events and make sure we support our country. We have seen the benefits of sports. And of course, when our basketball team was still being structured, none of us knew that they were going to go this far. And of course, we didn't support them because we always want to attach ourselves to successful events or stories. That is not supposed to be the case. But anyway, as South Sudan, we know that always when things are good is when we come in to claim to be part of it. But when we're still in struggling stage, that is not the case. So I want us to support the teams, to support all the sporting events in the country, making sure that we stand financially with our sporting, teams, whether it is kickboxing, whether it is basketball, whether it is any other, whether it is volleyball. We have chess tournament in India, and our team did very well so far. So these are things we need to put our effort into it. And of course, we also connect sport to peace building and reconciliation. As South Sudanese, if you look at our basketball team, we don't look at it in a tribal manner. This is one thing that has failed South Sudanese. We always put everything into tribal line, into our ethnic backgrounds, but this has failed South Sudanese. There is no way you can come and tell me that this basketball team is because of Dinka, is because of Nuer, is because of Chiluk, is because of Zandi or Madi or Moro. It's not there. So that means, sport can be a good, event that will change our mindset from our ethnic background to national, background. Where we look at things in a national way. I'm not against tribes. We should be proud of our diversity. We should be proud of our cultures as South Sudanese, but we should not use our differences to hurt each other or to create, enmity among ourselves. So government should also, if government is serious about, maintaining peace and reconciliation in the country, they have to put much effort into sports, because sport is one of the ways you can change the mindsets of our people who only look at ethnic lines in everything. So that will be great. So I also heard that we are washing our tarmacs from the airport road. There's a jam today at airport side. I didn't go out of the office this morning, but I've received messages from friends who have passed that side, and they're saying that there's a lot of jam, and it seems like government is is washing the tarmac to wash off the dust on the tarmac. That's a good thing, but how long will it going to continue? How long are we going to be doing this? So we need to start maintaining our roads. We need to start maintaining our cleanness. We need to maintain, a clean environment, not only at the airport site. Of course, maybe there's someone coming, a VIP or something, and as we know, tomorrow there's graduation of the forces. Maybe that is the reason. But should we only do cleaning when there's an event that is coming, or when we're expecting visitors from outside? That should not be the case. So if you go to Rwanda, Rwanda is ever clean, regardless of who is coming or who's not coming. They maintain their cleanness as a country. They make it a priority to make sure their country is clean, their roads are clean, and all that is done. So let's not only put in effort to clean ourselves because there's an event or there are visitors or guests being expected in the country. That could not work like that. So basically, we have been talking about dredging. We have been against dredging for a very long time, but only one event that made dredging so important was this basketball tournament, where we say yes to dredging. But of course, our dredging per se was meant for the game. So now that the game is done, we have dredged Egyptians in basketball. So we are back to our normal mode, no dredging. So basically, South Sudanese across all walks of life came together, and they were hoping that this is not only a game, it's not only a basketball game, but we were trying to register our voices. We have seen placards in the field, people holding placards talking about dredging, not dredging to our Niles and so forth. So as much as we go there as a sporting event, we also made our political statements very clear and saying that there's no dredging to our Nile, there's no dredging to our rivers, and if there's dredging, then it has to be within, it has to be domestic, it has to be done by South Sudanese. We have experts who can do feasibility studies. We have experts who will advise accordingly. We don't need foreign influence for us to dredge our Niles. If at all it is for the interest of South Sudanese, let us do it ourselves. So we don't need anyone to come with his interest and try to confuse us with dredging and digging and so forth. No. So without further ado, I'm very happy. I'm a proud South Sudanese, and I know that South Sudanese across walks of life are very proud of a basketball team. We need to protect them. I would call our government to have lunch with the team, because I know our president is very good in terms of supporting, but those who are so close to the president, please let him organize a dinner with our basketball team. Let's support them emotionally. Let's give them morale so that tomorrow when they go back, they have to do better. So let's say thank you to them in a different way, in style. So I would advise that the presidency should organize a dinner with the team and make sure they have a good time and get appreciated for what they are doing for this country. Otherwise, I'm really proud and I'm happy. Welcome back home, South Sudan basketball team. Thanks to Luoldeng, thanks to our coach, and thanks to all the people who have contributed, supported the team at this juncture. So let's keep supporting our teams. Let's keep building this nation. Let's keep using our different ways, our different tools and our different efforts to change the narrative of South Sudan. We are not supposed to be known for conflict. And I've been saying this: South Sudanese are gifted, we have talents, just that we don't tap into our talents, just that we are engaged on negative things. But if we put our minds together and try to focus on positive things, South Sudan will be, a nation to reckon with, a nation that people will be surprised, a nation that will surprise and shock the whole world on the things they'll be doing successfully. We have doctors who are South Sudanese across the globe. We have lawyers. We have a lot of technical people who are doing a lot outside there, but they're South Sudanese. So if we give peace a chance, all this effort, all these skills will come back home. Then we can build our nation, and we can be one of the best nations across the world. We're still struggling, yes, but there's time for everything. So I am hopeful that South Sudan is on the right track. We just need peace. Tomorrow is a big day. The forces are being graduated, and let me say, wish you best graduation, and let's see that there's peace in South Sudan. My name is Atim Sejen, and I'm a South Sudanese youth who is very passionate about this country and who knows that this country, has a very, very good future ahead that needs all of us to contribute towards it and build it together. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.